Hi everybody, brothers and sisters, I love you guys, and I'm here to make this video about something that was really amazing that I just realized yesterday. And this is kind of to continue on the video that I just posted about the wedding bells and about how I heard the bells go off at 6:44. Sorry, there's bugs out here. Anyway. Yeah, and how 6:44 is significant. Well, if I go back to the beginning, the first time that I started seeing repetitive numbers was the 23rd of July. And I would see them non-stop, but okay, like the numbers that I saw was 44, 444, 222, 333. All those numbers. And also 23, but like the other numbers started to fall off and I stopped seeing them as often. But the most of all, I saw the 44. I saw 44 non-stop on anything that number could possibly be on, like anywhere, everywhere. License plates, phone numbers, store signs, price tags, anywhere, everywhere. And I would just see it non-stop. And it was actually kind of overwhelming. I didn't know what it meant. I kept trying to find out what it meant. Some people say it means you're in the elect. Some people say that that 44 means judgment. And I'm starting to think that 44 means judgment. And some people say that 444 means that your angels are trying to connect to you. You know, this is how crazy the 44 thing has been with me. And this has been going on since the 23rd of July. That I would see 44 like crazy. I just had a dream recently. I'm going to talk about two dreams having to do with the number 44. I recently had a dream where, I don't know why, but toward the end of the dream, 3 things had to happen in a row, and they were all associated with the number 44. Okay, maybe I had to collect 44 or something, or maybe I saw something that had the number 44 on it, or maybe something had to happen 44 times, but they all happened, they all played out 3 times in a row, and then I woke up and I looked at my clock as I usually do. I just saw 222. Anyway, I looked at my clock as I usually do when I wake up, and the clock said 10:43 right after that dream. And this is the kind of thing that goes on, that I see it everywhere, and I have been seeing it everywhere, and it's always perfect timing, and it's always in a situation where the number could have been anything else, but it's always 44. So what ended up happening in my other dream was I had a dream that there was just chaos and destruction and damage, and people were running around for their lives to just find some place to be safe, but they couldn't find anywhere. And I remember 44 being in different places in the dream multiple times, and then eventually, sorry about that, eventually I ended up seeing an eagle flying above the whole area, and it was just flying around, and it was saying, "Woe, woe to the inhabitants of the earth." I'm sorry if you see me swatting, there's mosquitoes all around me, but I'm going to make this video because I have to make this video today, because I just came with it with the realization of it yesterday, and I think that the timing is everything. So that was what happened in this dream. I saw the eagle flying around, and it was saying, "Woe, woe to the inhabitants of the earth." And I just had the sense from that dream that judgment was coming. So I've been seeing 44 for a really long time, and I've been seeing it everywhere. There are some people who I tell them that I'm seeing it, and they just look at me like, "Oh, you're hypersensitive, you're just thinking about it," and then you just see it without realizing that you're thinking about it. No, I'm not. I see it when I don't even remember it, then it's there again. I'll be watching movies in other languages that are not English, and I'll see 444 on a license plate in that movie. This is what I'm talking about. I'm seeing it everywhere. And so, but just recently, I've been seeing the number 644 specifically. And it's interesting because there's a pattern to how I see the number 44. It's always at the very end of something. It's always at the very beginning of something. It's in the very middle of something. Or it stands alone. So we've got at the beginning, the end, middle, or alone. And that's 4 ways I see the number 44. And so yeah, just recently, a few days ago, I've just been noticing that I'm seeing the number 44 at the end of a 6, so it's 644. And a lot of people have been talking about Rosh Hashanah and the rapture, and they've been relating it like, oh, something might happen on Rosh Hashanah. I don't really know about that because I'm not studied enough, but anyway, so I've been seeing the number 644. I've been seeing it a few days ago, but I just now realized that I took note of it yesterday, which was the 31st of August. And after I took note of it, I realized 644, counting the 31st of August, and people have been talking about the 5th of September, mind you. If you count 6 days from the 31st of August, then that lands you on the 5th of September, okay? And then after I realized that, I was like, wow. So my learning this and my timing is totally perfect. 644, I understood 644 to mean that something is going to happen related to the number 44 in 6 days, and it lands on the 5th of September in Rosh Hashanah. And then the other thing, like, something told me to go and look at the calendar and count how many days, what day lands on the 44th day from the 23rd of July. So I went on the calendar and I counted 44 days after the 23rd of July, which was when I first started seeing 44s everywhere, and the 44th day from the 23rd of July is September 5th. Unless I miscounted. I counted it more than once just to make sure that I wasn't just seeing things. But 44 days from July 23rd lands on the 5th of September, which is interesting because I only got the idea to count the number of days on the calendar after I realized the thing with the 644. And like when I heard the wedding bells go off, they went off at 6:44. So it's just like it was trying to get my attention, like the series of events would happen so that it would get my attention. And it got my attention all right. And so that's just what I wanted to say. It took me 38 days to figure out that the number 44 days after the day that I started seeing 44 lands on September 5th. And that's what I have. If anybody has any kind of wisdom or any idea, if this was helpful to you, then please do share what you think this is about. And I want every viewer to understand I am not saying that the rapture is going to happen on the 5th of September. I'm not here to set any dates. So I'm just saying that after realizing that, I'm definitely looking out for September 5th to see if something might happen. I don't know what might happen. It might have something to do with war. It might have something to do with Syria. I don't know. I'm just going to look out for it. And yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm really not sure what it is, but I just felt pressed on my spirit to share this. And maybe this is actually confirmation for somebody else. So yeah, that's what it is. I've been seeing 44 since July 23rd. 44 days after July 23rd lands on September 5th, which people keep mentioning for some reason. And then the 644 from yesterday, if I count yesterday, and then 6 days from yesterday, including yesterday, I mean, the 31st, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, it also lands on September 5th. So if you have any insight, please do share. And I don't know when the rapture is. I'm not here to set a date again, but I do know that the King is coming soon, and we're going to be going home, and I can't wait to see you guys. And so I just wanted to share this with you. If you have any insight at all, please do share it, because it would be helpful. God bless.